In this lesson, we're going to look at basic operations in Audacity, our way around the application, and opening files, really kind of simple stuff. This is, if you've run Audacity for the first time, it's probably going to look something like this. It might ask you to do some updates. I'm just going to click OK. And this is just a little welcome screen where it just tries to give you some news and things like that. I'm not interested in seeing that again, so I'm going to click that, so I don't want to see it. Here we have our main window. I'm just going to make it just a little bit bigger so you can see. There's a lot on this screen here, particularly if you've never used any audio software before. This is going to be the edit area where we're going to see the audio. There's no audio loaded at the moment, obviously, yet. These are the transport controls. So you've got your play, your pause, your rewind, your record if you wanted to record as well. Obviously, these don't work at the moment because there's no audio in it. We've got some toolbars here. This is a selection toolbar. You've got some zoom toolbars here. The audio setup. This is if you had multiple devices connected to your computer and you wanted to use them. So say, for example, recording device, if you had a USB microphone connected to your computer and you wanted to use that, you could select it here. Again, you've got levels here. This is a recording level, so you could judge your level, and here is an output level. So you'll kind of get a visual indication as to what that is. Down here is kind of more musical things. Like if you have music, it can have a tempo and a time signature. You don't need to worry too much about that. But you've got your clock here. So as you would move it, it won't work now because there's nothing there, but you'll see it. You know, at the audio, this will be the audio at 8 seconds, at 14 seconds, and so on and so on. If you want to open a file, there's a number of ways you can do it. You can go, file, open. And on the desktop, I have a folder called clips, and all of this audio is available to you. It's up on the course website. I'm just going to open this one here, Rob the Machine intro. And now we can see we have a WAV file. I can make this bigger or smaller. And if I press play. Welcome to The Machine, a computer science education podcast from the Southeast Technological University of Ireland. So there it is, playing some stuff. As it was playing, you might notice the levels. Welcome to The Machine, a computer science education podcast from the Southeast Technological University of Ireland. My name is Rob O'Connor, a lecturer from the Department of Computing and Mathematics at SETU. This episode is a cross-posting with our sibling podcast 9+, which So you can see it playing there. You can also see the clock moving on. So that's basic navigation around Audacity. You have some toolbars up the top as well, or sorry, some menu items up the top. I'm just going to draw your attention to one in particular, which is preferences. This is a edit preferences. If you're on a Mac, it's just in file preferences, I think. There's a whole load of things that you can kind of set here. I'm just going to draw your attention to one in particular, which is interface. This is just how it looks. And there's a number of different options that you can have here. There's classic, this is the light option. There's the dark option. I quite like the dark option. I just find it a bit easier on the eyes. And there's custom options where you can, set different colors for different things. So if you prefer it looking like that, you can just change it to a dark theme. I'll go back to the light one though, just because that's probably what most of you see. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, tools. There's effects in here. We are going to use some of these effects later on. So those are here. You've got some track controls here if you want to add a new track, things like that. But yeah, that's basic navigation in Audacity. Transport controls, toolbars, menus, some levels, and your clock down there. And here you have your actual audio.